places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Still on his feet at the 35. Wide open spaces. The 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Get it out on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Some fresh air. Picks up the first down. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
The run inside. It's Johnson. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. Maybe a crease. Smashes ahead. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their... And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Plows through the defense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He wants to go deep. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Here's a give to Frazier. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one. Picked off. What a play to set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There's some room. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. Saw a crease, nothing but green. Well, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff for Frazier. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the...
Makes the grab in their space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Dogs are marching down the field. They'll give to Frazier. Got a little grass. Makes it past the marker. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space. It's Davidson. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got him wide open. Breaks free and he might be gone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings.
Might have a chance. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Bunch formation for these receivers. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He might want another play. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Clemson. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 18 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Owls coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Maybe some room here. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Caught on the left side by Wesco. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Reads it, fires complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Frazier again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on 3rd down. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's going to run it. It's Haynes. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They run the reverse. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Hands it off. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
The play action fake. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He caught it. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is the play this offense needed, and it comes from a long shot in the passing game to now get within two late, and you know this coach is going for two at this point now. You're dialing up your best two-point play, but what a great job of execution by the offense in a huge moment in this game.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Frazier again. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oak. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Here's a give to Frazier. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Grabs it in the middle. Breaks the tackle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. There's a crease. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. Clemson calls its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to run, it's Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? This crowd knows when to bring it. They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Here's Nate Frazier. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. From the gun. Under fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot, and that one's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Fires to the right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? But you got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, Can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise